get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give on the counter. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Might as well stick with him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Brown wants to pass. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got a first down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Here's the pressure. Turns it on in midfield. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. Third down from the gun, Manning. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and longs.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 4th down, Manning. Showing the arm strength to the left. Got his man. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the counter. Finding some room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any... Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, he missed it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
Damn.
And he got into the house in the sixth
Crazy.
division. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the RPO, complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Rifles it down the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Keeps looking downfield. First down and more. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Longhorns have it with a first and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Rushes on him. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense, keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it first and 10. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're...
Just keeps moving.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on, this game bullshit.
I gotta got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Cobb. Could be an alley. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Brown wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Manning on play action. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Arch Madness. Finds his man. It's Smothers. Gets away from one. Finds room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The run inside. It's Cobb. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire, turning it on. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it, and getting guys motivated, right?
And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Final play of the quarter coming. Running inside, it's Cobb. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Right back to the well. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. We're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be...
Makes the catch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Leading by one. They'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. To throw, Manning. Nothing downfield, he'll check it to the back. He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by one here in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Trying to get the edge on the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
On the run, it's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Brown will throw it. Unleashes it. And the misconnection on third down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the option. He'll toss it. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option is so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards. But if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
Back to pass. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
On 4th down, looking to pass. He was able to come down with the pass, but...
Nah, don't fucking quit.
Inbound, so it'll be a turnover on downs. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Fires left. And wings it incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Punts it out of the air. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, don't quit. Don't quit. Finish the game.
You talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over, and now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The run inside, it's Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man in the middle. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma.